begins with breaking news.
A tragedy beyond description for our community. 5 18 and 19-year-olds die when the car they're in crashes into a retention pond. Deputies and police trying to rescue the victims were unsuccessful.
These tragic losses have shaken the Fort Myers community. 4 of the 5 teens worked together at Texas Roadhouse just over a mile away, or a half mile really away from where they crashed.
It happened on Topgolf Way off 6 Mile Cypress in Fort Myers. You can see the retention pond that the teenagers are believed to have crashed into. Today on Wink News at 4, reporters Annalise Iraola and Jolina Esperto are giving you breaking team coverage on this tragic loss of life. This horrific accident has left 5 different families without their children. I'm Amanda Hall.
And I'm Russ McCaskey. Let's get right out to Wink News reporter Annalise Iraola. She's live where it happened. Annalise, what are you learning about the crash and what all has happened out there right now?
I know, Russ, I know that some parents started to worry last night when their sons and daughters did not come home. The sheriff's office was called and FMPD was called to the scene sometime between 4 a.m. and 5 a.m. This afternoon, after Topgolf Way was reopened, friends and family poured into the scene. And you can see behind me where several bouquets of flowers were left near the scene. Family and friends walked through the area where their loved ones' final moments took place. You can see several groups of people walking through the tall grass near the pond where the tire tracks stop. A small memorial can be seen here where friends and families left flowers near the tire tracks at the pond. I received this picture from FMPD. Take a look at the car that was recovered after the crash. The front of the car is very badly damaged. You can see the front windshield is completely broken through, and the rear airbags are still visible from the car. Interim Police Chief Randall Pepitone said this statement at today's news conference.
Our heart goes out to the family and friends of these victims. Once the vehicle was located, our officers, along with Lee County Deputy Sheriffs, worked tirelessly to remove the vehicle and get to the victims. Unfortunately, they couldn't do that in time.
And now I just learned that Fort Myers police detectives are looking for tips. Traffic Homicide wants to hear anything from anyone who knows about what this group of teenagers was doing before this tragedy took place. Live in Fort Myers, Annalise Iraola, Wink News. Back to you.
Annalise, thanks. 5 young lives taken away from their families and friends in one fell swoop. 4 of the kids, as we mentioned, who died worked at Texas Roadhouse on Danny Drive. And that's where people are gathering to mourn the losses. It's also where we find Wink News reporter Jolina Esperto. Jolina, can you explain or put into words the emotion from this tragedy?
Ever since I arrived here at this Texas Roadhouse, it's impossible not to feel how heavy the day is. 4 teenagers who worked at this restaurant off Colonial Boulevard right near Topgolf are now gone, and so is a 5th teenager who's a good friend of theirs. The people at Texas Roadhouse set up a memorial this afternoon, and ever since, family and friends have come by to lay flowers by the pictures of those souls lost. And after they pay their respects, they hold on to each other. The restaurant is closed for the day out of respect for the families and out of understanding that working just wouldn't be right. I spoke with the Southwest Florida Texas Roadhouse market partner, Alan Hansen. He told me this is a hard time for everyone.
It's a place of comfort for many of them. You know, these 4 kids, they worked with us a lot. They spend a lot of time here. This is where we've come together to break bread as a Texas Roadhouse family tonight, and their families are obviously welcome, but we just want to recognize their lives and for the good that they've done in our society and with our group here at Texas Roadhouse.
And they have also lowered their flags to have staff to honor the 5 who are now gone. And people here today didn't want to get into details of the crash they were lost in, but a lot of employees here today told me they were just working with the 4 who are now gone, not even 24 hours ago, so they are still trying to process this right now. Live in Fort Myers, Jolina Esperto, Wink News.
Fort Myers police say they will release the names of the victims tomorrow, and coming up at 4:30, we'll have more breaking news coverage of this tragedy, its impact on our community. Wink News anchor Chris Safati will join us live from the Texas Roadhouse.